Hola! Hi everybody, it's Michelle from Aprosae Preschool Spanish. And today I'm going to talk about appropriate early childhood development. I'm going to cover ages 2 to 6, since those are ages that I've taught this curriculum to and who could be interested in these videos. Now, the one thing about acquiring a foreign language is that the brain's primary function from birth to about 10 years of age is to build neural pathways. After that time, the brain sort of shifts gears and it starts to refine those neural pathways. That's not to say that we can't build new neural pathways later, but this is when, during this age of preschool, is when they are really at the optimum age to learn a foreign language. Now there's also receptive and expressive language. Receptive is often what we acquire first. It's what we understand. Expressive is what we can express. And so you'll see that the child may start to understand or have receptive language, understand some of these Spanish words before they're able to articulate them or express them clearly. And that's okay. Now, I'm going to just cover 3 points that I think are most applicable for watching these preschool Spanish videos for each age group. But below this video is a link to a downloadable that you can use that will show you a much broader list. Now, I will say, given this, there are some 2-year-olds who can do 4-year-old things. There are some 4-year-olds who can't do some 2-year-old things. So let's start. Some children who are 2 years old, this is typically what they can do. They usually respond best with interactions with adults. They do a lot of parallel play. 2-year-olds are usually in their own world, and that adult can help bring them out. So you might see your 2-year-old not engage as much just because of where they are developmentally. They learn best by concrete objects, things right in front of their face. And then also, they can understand simple commands in conversation, but they may not grasp everything, and that's okay. So let's move to the 3-year-olds. They're growing. They can start to now participate as a group member, not doing as much parallel play. They start to develop fine motor skills and coordination, so that as you see them mimicking creative movement in the video, might look a little better than when they were 2. And when you're doing crafts at home, you might get a little less frustrated because they can do some of the things a 2-year-old may not be able to. And then they can follow 2-step commands without gestures. This is good because in the videos, they're going to just be acquiring more than they would be as a 2-year-old. 4 years old. I love this age because they start to develop abstract thinking. It's very exciting, and they can start to engage even more into imaginative play. They can remember some things that are seen in a picture or a group of objects, and so they'll have some recall that you'll notice, like as they're listening to the video. Your 3-year-old may not recall a lot of stuff, your 4-year-old might. That's normal. And this is really important for acquiring Spanish. They start to develop at 4 years of age auditory discrimination. That means they can start to hear the sounds better. So your 3-year-old may not be able to say multisyllabic words like jirafa for giraffe. That might be hard for them. They might leave out a syllable. That's okay. But at 4, they're going to start to hear those letters a bit more and be able to recite the words better because they have better recall as well. 5-year-olds. They really enjoy imaginative play. They've really gotten in the swing of this. So you might see them engaging a little bit more in the videos with the imaginative, creative side of the videos. And then they can speak using longer sentences, which means that you're going to notice they might be able to retain those Spanish phrases we're talking about better than they do or as much as the vocabulary words. So at 4 and 3, they might be able to say jirafa, but aquí estoy, I am here, may be harder for them. 5, they're going to be able to say those phrases a lot better. And then they also can recite stories. So as they look at the videos again and again and again, they might start to retell you about the story. It may drive you crazy, but just know it is such a great milestone that they're hitting because their recall's doing great, and the more they recite that story, then the more it becomes part of their memory. All right, 6 years old begins to impose rules on play activities. You will see them start to try to order things or say, that's not right, that's not the rule, that's just something normal. And they're differentiating between different rules and they're wanting to impose their own. They enjoy dramatic play. So they've gone from imaginative play to dramatic play. They're starting to create storylines on their own even. And then they are still developing patience and cooperation in social activities. So I hope that helps. Again, there's a downloadable with the link down below, and that will give you a much longer list. So thanks a lot for watching. Have any comments, please leave them below, and please do subscribe so you can get more tips on how to teach your kids preschool Spanish. Thanks. Adios. Bye.